there are problems, there are challenges that we have as a party.
The pact to take out Democrats.
They're going up against somebody playing Grand Theft Auto. They are completely out of their element.
Let's hop into another CNN panel, this time one I'm in disagreement with, as they're discussing David Hogg's plan, the Vice DNC chair, to primary safe Democratic seats with younger, more progressive voices. Because I think this is a great thing. CNN takes a slightly different tone, so leave us a like first if you can. It helps us out a ton. We really appreciate it. But let's hop right in and see where the disagreements lie.
What is the Democratic Party vice chair doing with a pact to take out Democrats?
I will say nobody's entitled to any position.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nobody, I'm just going to say nobody's entitled to any position that they're in, right? Like, and he's not going to make friends by, launching this endeavor. But the fact is, there are problems, there are challenges that we have as a party and things that do need to be addressed. The favorability of congressional Democrats is lower.
Is this the way to do it?
I'm not going to say if that's the way to do it or not.
Yeah, I mean, this is so clearly the right way to go. I don't get what Abby's problem is here, right? Why would we make the Biden mistake again? What are we doing, CNN? Get Chuck Schumer the out of here. Get Nancy Pelosi the out of here. Get Alyssa Slotkin the out of here. Hell, get any Democrat who confirmed any Trump cabinet member, voted on the Laken Riley Act, voted with the budget reconciliation to allow it to pass. Get them all the out of there. How do these people see with their own eyes Trump rise to prominence by lying about being a worker first populist, to where after his first term, where he didn't even live up to any of the worker first populist lies he told, he was able to just lie about it again and still get in, even though people know that he's lying. And it doesn't click to the Democrats that, well, maybe if we just did that and then actually filled in our promises and kept up with the legislation to make up for it, there wouldn't even be political competitiveness. Republicans have exhausted all their political capital. They're losing on all policy grounds. They've historically been less effective for the economy, but Trump sells himself as a populist, where Democrats don't have that feel when they're running like the Hillary Clintons or the Joe Bidens, and that's enough. So take notes.
Democrats have a lot of problems. Is the issue really taking out their own or adding to their numbers? Is it addition or is it subtraction?
I think the Democrats would bennet from some new energy, quite frankly. And we
love the fact that two Democrats going at each other.
Let me just tell you something. I don't really care what Republicans love or Democrats love. My only point, I'm not a party loyalist, I'm a people loyalist. And the people right now are frightened and upset. And it used to be, one party's playing chess and we're playing checkers. Right now, one party is playing checkers and the Democrats look like they're going up against somebody playing Grand Theft Auto. They are completely out of their element. And it is frustrating from Chuck Schumer's vote. And they are institutionalists who believe in the party of yesteryear, the goodness of the party of yesteryear, which is black folks I ain't never believed in. So I do think there are members who die in their seats. They do need to tee up a younger generation of people. And I think a lot of the lack of support that Democrats are getting across the board right now is because a lot of people do not see them pushing back and fighting back against a rising authoritarian government.
This is perfectly put. The highest Democrat recipient of donations in 2025 has been AOC. That should say enough, right? She pushes populist progressive policies. She's been a loud, outspoken voice against Trump. She's taken the fight to him. She hasn't voted for the dumb bullshit that he wants to pass. Next is Bernie Sanders. Then I think it's Cory Booker. And then it's there's distance, but it's Jasmine Crockett's up there, all of these people. And what do they all have in common? They're progressives. They have populist messaging. They're willing to bring the fight to Trump. This is so clearly the winning strategy for Democrats. Why are we even talking about this? Why is Abby Phillips on this panel? Abby, I like your reporting. Stop. Stop, right? I don't get how people saw what happened with Joe Biden and the insurmountable position he put us in by staying in too long and just not being able to meet the people where they are and think, well, let's just roll over and let Trump crush democracy as people are outraged about this. Let him destroy Social Security and Medicaid because, well, in 2028, it'll help our chances. These are party loyalists. These are power loyalists. And they also are really bad at political strategy. They need removed immediately.
My question is, how are you going to add to the numbers? Because at the end of the day, you have to add.
You do.
Politics is math.
The biggest number we need to add is the number of people who are voting for us. And if we can inspire confidence in the voting public, if people are showing up excited to vote for Democrats, not just to vote against Donald Trump, I think we're in a much better place.
Johnson is doing cartwheels. I can't believe the Democrat Party elected this young man to be as a vice chair, because anybody who says we're going to fight each other, we're going to eat our own.
Well, Donald Trump just purged everybody and took over it. Donald Trump just took a hostile takeover of the party. So
Mandela, I will say, when on our side, when we were experimenting with some of this infighting, it didn't bode very well for us when you look at some of the elections that we lost. So I would caution.
There was a lot of bad midterms
so I would
for
caution
Republicans.
Democrats, but
it is really simple math. Democrats just need to re-inspire their base. If the same amount of people, the same people who voted for Biden in 2020, voted for Kamala in 2024, she would have won. What lost us this was not mobilizing our base, because feeling like Trump bad was enough to mitigate the damage that the pandemic has caused economically. We also know that, let's just give that Trump's increase in votes were 100% Democratic voters in 2020 that changed to him in 2024. That would mean only 2 million of the 5.6 million Kamala lost switched to Trump. But in reality, we also know it would never be anywhere close to 100%. So it's not like these people are new Republicans who are lost on Democrats. There's also then the clear disdain we've seen 90 days into Trump's presidency from the public about almost everything Trump has done so far, showing that many people voted only for their pocketbooks, not because they're now Republicans. So no hope is lost for Democrats here. It's all nonsense. If we do the same thing, however, hope is lost. It means we've learned nothing from this election. And at best case scenario, if we run it back, we squeak out a close victory against an openly fascist party in America, which should resonate more with liberals than it does. We saw, even just switching from Biden to Kamala, she surged from a guaranteed loss to a close election in 90 days, with most of that growth coming when people thought she was going to run as a populist progressive to Biden's left. But then when she ran to right where Biden was, it kind of slowed. As a party, we just can't keep making the same mistakes. Promoting the Hillarys over the Bernies, the Bidens over the Mariannes, which might be my personal bias, or the Kamalas over the ASCs. Like, let's get back to focusing on the things that got Democrats where they are, the New Deal, the FDR, civil rights, and stop putting those back and thinking we can out conservative Republicans.